Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Yusuf Mizakaria. I will be presenting the individual assessment number 2, which is job safety analysis of ROV system work breakdown structure. Okay, ROV system work breakdown structure consists of 5 components. The first one, as you can see here, the first one is ROV, second one is TMS, the third one is LARS, and the fourth one is control van, and the fifth one is workshop. So I will be covering only 3, which is ROV, TMS, and LARS. Okay, for ROV, it consists of 3 major operational system, which is body structure, electrical system, and hydraulic system. For TMS, it's also the same, which is body structure, electrical system, and hydraulic system. And for LARS, it consists of the frame, the umbilical winch, and its hydraulic power unit. Example of ROV structure is frame and bullet. For ROV electrical system, oily junction box and TCU. For ROV hydraulic system, hydraulic pump and main compensator. An example for TMS structure is frame and bullet. For TMS electrical system, oily junction box and rotary junction box. For example of hydraulic system of TMS is hydraulic pump and main compensator. And for LARS, example of a frame of LARS is ram and snubber. For umbilical winch, example is frame and winch drum assembly. As for HVU, the example is hydraulic system and control box and HCU. Okay, the hazard for body structure of ROV is moving part. So the control measure for moving part is we should always isolate the power supply before we perform any maintenance and repair work. For electric system of ROV, the hazard is lead current. So the control measure is we should display the signage when we perform the work, electrical work, and we should always ensure to install the earth leakage circuit breaker and appropriate fuse from to the power supply. For hydraulic system, the hazard is hydraulic oil itself, and the control measure for hydraulic oil is we should wear PPE, full PPE, such as safety shoes, coverall, safety glass, safety helmet, and glove. And before start work, we should secure all the connection of the fitting. Okay, the next one is TMS. The TMS and for body structure, we also much the same with ROV. The hazard is a moving part, where we should always isolate the power before performing any maintenance and repair work. For electrical system, lead current, we should install the earth leakage circuit breaker to the power supply. Okay, and the third one is a hydraulic system, and the hazard is hydraulic oil itself. We should secure all the connection of the fitting before we start any work. Okay, for last, the airframe. The airframe, the hazard is also much the same. The moving part. For moving part, but the control measure is quite different, because mostly will be operating by hydraulic. So last we should display sign and barricade the area if we start any work for the airframe. The control measure for the moving part, I mean. Okay, for umbilical winch, the hazard is also it is operating by hydraulic, but we can also add some hazard like slippery and fall at the umbilical winch here. And the control measure for slip, trip and fall is always maintain a good maintenance and good housekeeping, and also display signage if any oil spill at the floor. Okay, and the last one is HP unit. Okay, HP unit also the same with hydraulic operated equipment. It is hydraulic oil itself, so pretty much the same with before. We use full PPE with such as safety boot, coverall, safety glass, safety helmet and glove, and we secure the fitting before start work in the HP unit, at the HP unit. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.